All right, Chicago, man. First off, before I get into this next story that is also gone viral this week, Chicago homicides are worse they've been in almost 30 years. As of this recording today, 778 people have been killed in Chicago in a small, and this is all a small section of Chicago we're talking about, Lonzo. We ain't talking about the whole of Chicago. You know this. It's a very small section. A popular figure, O-Block A-Roy, was shot and killed in Chicago on camera. This happened within the past 48 hours. I don't know if you're familiar with it. The cold part about this is, Lonzo, him and the guy fought head up. They were scrapping head up. Boom, boom, boom. O-Block A-Roy got the best of him. Beat his ass like a fair fight. Boom. He turns away, walks away, bam, shoots him. Right after they just had a fair get down, fair scrap. Dude that lost ends up shooting the guy. Different time. Talk to me, man, because you grew up in a time where you scrapped, you fought, dog, and you're here to see another. You're here.
You scrapped, you fought, and when the cat, if you lost the fight, man, you shook his hand. All right, dude, much love, man. And dude, I've got guys right to this day that we've had fights, lost some, won some. If I see him, what up, doc? And we glad, and we laugh about that shit, man, because we not so sensitive, bitch made motherfuckers. We're not sensitive. I took an ass whooping. Yeah, we had a problem. I took an ass whooping, or I gave an ass whooping, and he accepted it like a man and went on about his business. Okay, dude, that right there is just some shit that just don't make no sense, man. If you can't handle if you can't accept a loss is like a win. Both of them is a lesson. Okay, you're gonna learn what to do. Sometimes you're gonna learn what not to do. Okay. And to sit here and put all because usually the gallery gets you to do some dumb shit. You gonna take that ass whooping, man? Here, like that fool up, and that's what happens. You caught up in your emotions, and before you realize that you got 10 seconds, cost you 29, 30, 25 to life. 10 seconds cost you 25 to life. My boy, I got a pot of mine. My boy, love him to death. One of my roommates was at the back in the 80s, was at the Colors movie. Same thing happened to him. That's why I then got into a fight. Before he realized it, he shot this dude. He did 32 years in the penitentiary. 32 years, okay? Because he lost his cool for 10 seconds.
Man, dude. It's a cold game out there, man. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. It's a nice turnout tonight, man. Nice turnout tonight. Now, go ahead.
No, I don't think. My man says, "Who's this?" I can't read this.
Let's see.
Pacomania Red.
Oh, Pacoima Red. Pacoima Red. I saw that come in. What did he say?
I don't think they play, man. That's the difference. I don't think
niggas is not playing fair no more. He says.
They don't play at all, man. Okay, and, dude. That's some cut. I mean, are we that savage that anytime you can't have your way, you got to go kill somebody? Think about that. No matter what happens, you got to go kill somebody? I mean, anytime you are dissatisfied with anything that somebody does, oh, I got to kill you. Come on, man. We're going to keep on. The prison industrial complex is going to flourish on our backs, and they're going to keep locking people up, and we're going to keep job security for a group of people, no matter what. It's going to be job security in all these penitentiaries around the country that we're complaining about. Oh, there's privatized prison. Meanwhile, a lot of people out here keeping the occupancy on a high level because you doing stuff that's keeping folks locked up, which means somebody else get a job for babysitting your ass for 25 to life. For every person that goes to jail for 25 to life, that is a job, 20 years and retirement for somebody else. Understand that, man. Let me I just got this story. I saw a story about this guy. He was in prison, and he was in prison, and his dad was in prison. He gets to prison, and his dad is showing him, don't go over here. This is where the essays are. Stay with the area there, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, a white guy comes to prison. White guy, he's a guard. His son comes to work for the prison. He's showing his son the same thing. But his son gets to go home, and it snapped. Here we are, 2 generations. One is being prepped to live here, and one's being prepped to work here. And it just and it's just a cold game, man. It's a cold game.
Damn.
Keep playing it. And that's the part that is at some point in time, you wonder, don't nobody see that but certain people? I mean, to play certain games and we never win? We never win? What game have we ever played? Did we ever won? Come on, man.
Streets are undefeated.
Huh?
Streets are undefeated.
Streets are undefeated, baby. We ain't won the gang banging game. We ain't won the dope game. We ain't won the money in the hood game. I mean, as soon as we get some money, you got everybody's mama waiting on us to give it to them for some hair, some chicken, some Hennessy. And when you go to their communities, you can't open up a pack of cigarettes. So it is what it is, man.
Yo, let's give a quick shout out to Montana Max. He donated $4.99. Really appreciate it. And he even said his donation looks weak compared to Compton Girls. No donation is weak. Like, thank you for if you have $1, that's love. You know, thank you, Montana Max. But he has a question let's put him to the front of the line. He says, do y'all invest in the stock market? I personally do. I think it's very important to make money while you're sleeping. I don't think there's a way to make it in this country. If you don't, I hate to say it, but I believe that the American dream that we grew up on, Lonzo grew up on, I don't know if it exists anymore. And I think that with phones, that everybody has an opportunity to put themselves on an equal playing field. You have apps like Robinhood that you can jump on. There's certain apps that you could take advantage of it. And if you have any specific questions, Montana Max, hit me up on IG. I don't want to bore everybody with stock talk tonight, but if you have a personal question, hit me up. Lonzo, would you like to chime in on that?
Yeah, man. I bought my stock through Square. I was just messing around. Somebody told me I could do it, and I just had some money on Square. I just started sliding money over there, and it's been growing. I mean, you told me about the AMC thing, man. We both made money on that
back
deal.
in the day. Yeah.
You know, we made money in the AMC situation. Gotta put some money away, man, because I'm an old dude, man. I may look young, but I'm an old dude, so I'm pretty much retired. I do this because I enjoy doing it. I don't have a job, okay? So I am I'm technically retired from the club business, but I'm busy than ever before in my nonprofit and my other small businesses. But I always put money away, man. I did that before I had that, so now. I got a little mutual funds and some stocks or whatever the case may be. And dude, it's surprised when you get your statement because you forget about it. You get that statement, hey, shit, okay.
Yep.
Okay, he goes again. And it's just something, man, that my mom and dad didn't really up on it. But my partners were, and if your partners ain't into trying to do something besides getting high and playing video games, you need some new partners.
I had to do that.
You want to get high, chase ass, and play video games and spend money on the weekend, you might need some new partners. My partners, we always talking about making some money. That's why me and Dusty like each other.
Yep.
Dusty partners, okay?
That's right.
Me and Dusty came to interview me one day. We ain't stopped being friends since then. Okay, he came to interview me on a humbug. Just another cat that wanted to interview Lonzo, and we've been cool ever since, folks.
Yes,
because we on the same page. Okay?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I need people like you in my life, man.
I ain't mad. Same here. Get people like you on your same page, or get you a new book.
Yo, 83 people in the building, Lonzo. I don't think we've had 83 people in a long time, if ever. When we get 100 people in the building, I'm going to do my happy dance. If you guys want to see my happy dance, get us to 100 people live, and I'm going to do it right here live, man. When we get to that's dope. 81 people. Really appreciate you guys. Damn.
My count is 85, so we look different. Mine, we got $5 more.
State and West is $5. Is there any chance you can reissue the World Class Wrecking Crew albums on vinyl, Lonzo? They are out of print, and I want to get mint copies. Thank you, Satan West. Lonzo.
Satan West, I would love to, man. But I checked. I was actually going to do a series of picture discs for Juice, Surgery, and the World Class album. But the waiting list for pressing anything is 18 months.
That's right.
I won't get it to 2023.
Crazy.
Okay? Nothing. I mean, because we being unknown had this conversation just the other day. Rainbow Records was the #1 pressing plant here in California. Bill Smith was one. Rainbow was another one. And both of them shut down. So there's no major pressing plants this side of the Mason-Dixon line. So everything has to be shipped over past Texas, I believe. And then the rest of the country is coming there too. So the waiting list is growing further and further back every month. So it might be 2 years now.
Wow. Do you know why there's no one that's jumping on this? It seems like this is big money. Is there the technologies? Kind of like what?
Pressing plants fell off so bad during the CD era, and then they started easing back. And I would think, man, it's like one of them situations when everybody is going digital. Nobody has CD players in their car anymore. Most people don't have CD players in their car no more. Most cars come with USB drives, so it's like a niche market. So it's real hard to and to have a pressing plant. You got to have all kinds of EPA stuff. You got to have steamers. You got to have all these things. I was a regular customer of Bill Smith Custom Records in El Segundo for years, and he showed me all the things he had to go through. And one violation could get you shut down. If you got a bad boiler or a valve that don't release.
Oh wow!
Supposed to, and because you have they got these big compressors. Boilers to keep to melt the vinyl. These things have to be kept at a certain temperature, but also if things go wrong, that's something that can go through the roof like a rocket. So you have to be in certain areas, and this is all kind of complications. You have to be in the right area, and it has to be worth your while. You're talking about $1 million just to get started, man. If you can find the presses,
Gotcha.
If you can find the presses. Bill Smith, he had old manual presses. You had to have somebody actually sit there and pull that bitch down. Michel'le had automatic presses where, just the machine did all the work. So one operator could actually work 2 machines, but it's just, it ain't no joke, man. It ain't no joke.
Makes a lot of sense. Okay. Before we move on, do you have a back in the day segment this week?
No, man. I don't, Doc. I was,
okay.
Stuff earlier. I got a big show tomorrow. I'm doing the first. I'm shooting 4 episodes for my television show tomorrow. The release party on my road.
Right, yeah.
So I've been kind of preoccupied with that. I apologize for not doing something else. But man, this is really it's growing. It's growing so fast. I didn't plan for it to do all this. I got 20 acts. I'm shooting tomorrow. 4 episodes with 20 acts, and I've been coordinating with the venue. The video producer, the audio sound man, my production team, the artists. I'm a one man, right? I've been a one man operation all week, so I ain't no excuses, but that's what's happening. So, and my nonprofit is doing 3 toy giveaways this month. So I just did one Saturday. I got one coming up this Saturday, and another one coming up on the 23rd. So it's usually this time of year I'm waiting on New Year's Eve, but shit, I'm busy as hell.
Damn. Someone asked what the Black population of Compton is nowadays. And someone actually I'm looking now, someone actually said 32.9%. Was there a time when Compton, there was obviously a time when Compton was mostly Black, right? When was the shift that you remember?
The shift started, man, shift started probably in the late 80s, man, because when Compton, and this is something else people don't realize, drugs and gangbanging cause people to move out of the community. Okay. Man, when people's family members start, your sons, you got 3-4 sons, and 2 of them got killed in gang violence. You look up, you can sell your house in Compton, move to Moreno Valley, or move to Lancaster, something like that. And you think you get a better house, but in some cases you taking the problem with you. But nonetheless, you in a different area, and it gives you a fresh start. You don't have the same memories. And people come to Compton, and a lot of Latinos, they have a different way of buying houses. They're a whole 2 families to buy a house. Okay, people want a house. Okay, and hey, next thing you know, they own the house next door. So that's it. Some people say it's a myth. I've seen it happen, and you got people who have a different agenda. Okay, different agenda. I don't want to get here and talk about this, man, because I don't want to seem racist. But when you watch and see certain things, when you see things, and it's not a stereotype, it's something I see. Okay, when you see folks hustling their tamales and them tacos at night.
I mean, that's a good. You're not downing anybody. These motherfuckers hustle. They own businesses.
I watch things, and some people want to take things, and no matter what your good intentions are, they interpret them to be something negative, and it's not negative. They got a different hustle mode than we do. Okay, they have a different hustle mode than we do. And they'll eat different things than we do, save their money, and buy different things than we do. They'll do. My daddy, I was a gardener. I ain't seen a black gardener in God knows how long. My dad used to be a gardener. I used to be a gardener. I cut lawns. I cut lawns next door to my house. I cut my own lawn when I was a kid. I cut all the lawns in the neighborhood. I ain't seen a black gardener over here in decades. Okay? I haven't seen them. I don't see them no more. They took over that business. Okay, and then they also took over the lawnmower repair shops. Okay, used to be. I'm
smart
because I was once a part of. I am a small engines technician since I was 16 years old. Between go-karts, mini bikes, and lawnmowers, I could work on a Briggs & Stratton engine with my fucking eyes closed. Okay, and when I did it in Gardena, California, a Yamada company, one of my first jobs. I learned all that stuff, and at that time, my dad was competing with the Japanese gardeners. Okay, there was a few black gardeners, but mostly in Gardena, there were a lot of Asian gardeners. And Yamada Company, which is a Japanese-owned company, they had the Gardena gardening on lock. Okay, flowers, fertilizer, lawnmower repair, everything. They were servicing their people, and shit. Next thing I know, down the street, they got another one, Hernandez, okay? And they servicing their people. And it's just how the game goes, man. When I was on the Avalano Segundo.
Damn, we hit 100 people, Lonzo.
Oh, shit.
Hold on now. Damn. That's the dance I do when I enter the room with my lady, man. 100 people in the building. We hit it.
I got 102. Somebody say almost 100. Now, Compton girl, we got 102 on my.
It just bounces. It's bouncing from 97 to 102.
Okay, all right, but when I was on Avalano Segundo, when I first got there, it was Clark's Drugs. It was Vons, a regular Vons, and now that Vons is another store. It's something else now. But when you go into the store and see the products come from Mexico. Okay. And a lot of the clientele is from Mexico. So what happens is they learn how they take care of their own people. They support themselves. The closest thing I see to a black grocery store is my boy over there on Eugene over on Compton Boulevard, Central and Central and Rosecrans grocery outlet. He's the owner over there. Okay, and he caters to everybody, but he has a lot of stuff that I like because I like eating turkey products. But again, man, it's just that's something we missing. We missing. You know, we missing that. We missing the neighborhood grocery store. It used to be a time after the riots, all the liquor stores, laundromats, the restaurants in the hood was all black. Okay,
I can't even imagine that, man.
Okay, all right. I told somebody the other day, I miss Sherm heads. I miss
fix your shit and not steal it, huh?
Sherm heads was entertaining. Okay, as bad a drug Sherm head was. Sherm heads as bad a drug as Sherm, phencyclidine, PCP was. It mess your brain up. It was the results from the drug. You might get somebody doing traffic in the middle of the street butt naked. Okay, they was entertaining. Okay. But when they dropped that crack in our neighborhood, man, when they dropped crack into the hood, the crack changed everything. The crackhead was vicious. The dope deal, the person selling the crack was even more vicious, and it created a situation that made the hood just almost unbearable to live in, dude. And so many people sold out and got out of here because people were. If you had a liquor store, at some point in time, you was gonna get shot or robbed, okay? And But that's before they had the big ass plastic glass. They didn't have it.
I remember that.
Used to be a time the banks didn't have it, liquor stores didn't have it. And then after a while, just the banks had the thick glass. Now, when the new owners came in, they didn't look like us. They came in. First thing they did was put all the valuable shit behind the thick glass. Okay, think about that. When you go to a liquor store, behind the thick glass is where all the valuable shit is. The Hennessy, the cigarettes. You can steal all the potato chips you want to in the front. You can steal all the beer you want to, but you ain't gonna get no cigarettes. You ain't gonna get no Hennessy, no alcohol. That shit's expensive as hell. Okay.
Yeah.
They rearranged the stores, and then came in the swap meets. Okay. Now the swap meets was portable stores, basically little. I ain't got to tell you, they were little small 8x8 spots that was of products that was brought in from China before Amazon. Hey, J. Rose dropped 10 on this dot.
Yeah. I was gonna let you finish. He said, great show once again, fellas. Keep dropping that knowledge on them. Thank you, J. Roos. Theory, really, really appreciate that. One love, really. Thank you.
So now you got before Amazon, you had the swap meets getting the stuff from China. The T-shirts, the tennis shoes, the pants, the knockoff, everything. So the swap meets was a hot spot for a long time. So you got cats that were selling dope in the streets, shooting at each other back and forth, okay? And those that lived took their money to the swap meet and bought shit. Tires for their car, speakers, all that shit made from China. That's how you got Walmart. It was a guy on YouTube. He went to Walmart. He was gonna pay somebody $1,000. You can find me an American-made product in Walmart.
Oh,
he kept his money. Right. He kept his money. Okay, so this is what we experience, and now Amazon kicking everybody in the ass. Kicking everybody in the ass. Swap meets is empty as hell, except for the one in the Lamo, and even that one. And understand that one. That one right there. No. That right there is probably the most integrated swap meet I've seen yet.
You're right. That's Asian, Latino, everybody. Black, yeah.
No. It ain't just one group in there. That's some mission. No. We got something for everybody over here.
That's facts.
We gonna coexist. Okay.
And African spot over there. Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes a big difference, man. And this is something I think we have to understand the economics, and we have to learn. Sometimes we got to put bullshit aside and just do business. And that's what it boils down to. Let the bullshit go and do the business.
Man. Let the bullshit go and do the business. That should be the quote of the night right there, man. Damn, dude.
Talk for an hour, Dad, by myself, man.
Hey, I would love your thoughts on this quote. Bootsy, who is always on Vlog TV, he has some interesting point of views on things, and he made a comment today, and I would love your thoughts on it. He said, and I quote, "When you sign to a major label, you'll never see a check." Break it down.
Most of the time, understand this. I got about 6 minutes to break this down. Most of the time.
Oh shit! We started early. That's right.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the hour. Ain't no problem. The hour plus. But when you sign a record deal, when you walk in with your demo, you own 100% of that demo. But when you sign that record deal, they give you a check to take control of that master, your name, just everything.
Compton girl just dropped another 50 bones, man. She said for the 100 viewers again. Wow, dog.
Much love,
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
I'm speechless.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, Don. Hell of a way to celebrate.
Damn. Merry Christmas. Dang. Nice. All right, keep going. Thank you, Compton girl.
You drop the when you do that. Now what happens is you basically get your advance check is technically a loan. Okay, they loan you money to create the product that they own and that you owe them for that loan. Here's this crazy shit in the world. You get a loan to create a project for their company that they own, that you now owe them money. You got to pay them back the money that you used to make the product that they owned. That's some crazy shit. Okay? That's some crazy shit. And you're not getting paid based on the actual sales, you're getting paid based on your royalty rate. So if just for simplicity's sake, if your royalty rate is $1 per album, which very possibly could be, $1 per album, you have to sell 100,000 albums to get back to zero. You have to sell 100,000 albums to get back to zero. Okay? So at 100,000 albums, I say CDs. I'm CDs because I like that number even better. Sell 100,000.
115 in the building. Sorry, 116 in the. I'm getting excited seeing these numbers go up. Keep going, Lonzo. Some. We just cracked the algorithm or something. Something happened. Keep going.
Supposed to pull the plug out my ass or something.
You got Charleston White on the other line or something, dog? You didn't tell us.
When you sell 100,000 CDs at $10 a piece, 100,000 times is what? Ain't that like 10 million or something like that? Or that's $1 million.
100,000 times 10 is $1 million.
Okay, so you just generated $1 million for the company, but you still at zero for yourself. You made $100,000. You made $1 million for the company, but you at zero for yourself because all you did was pay back the money that you got. So now they can start giving you putting the royalty in there, providing that they don't add any more to that budget. Which means if they give you a release party, that goes against your money. If you hire you a tour bus, that goes against your money. So you could theoretically be constantly put back into debt, have a platinum record, and still not get any money. Well, not platinum, but maybe a gold record and still not get any money. Okay?
Hey, can you take a quick break real quick? Montana Max just dropped $9.99 again, and he has a question. We might have to stay over, Lon. We might have to stay. I'm chilling. Seeing numbers like this, I'm chilling. I ain't interested in going nowhere. But Montana Max is Lonzo. Who inspired you to become a businessman at such an early age?
You know, dude, my last job, it kind of hit me real early at about 2021 when I would work with my dad. My dad had a regular job. He cut lawns on the weekends, and he would make more money sometimes cutting trees and doing stuff on the weekends than he did at his job. And he would make comments, but he had a family. He couldn't quit. He couldn't quit his regular job. That's where his benefits came from. And when I started DJing, I'd make 150 on a Friday, 150 on Saturday. Sometimes I make another 150 on a Sunday. Sometimes I do 2 gigs in one night. I might make $500 or $550 for 3 days work. But then I went to my other job. I worked 5 days a week at the record distributing company. And I'm bringing home $166. I don't give a damn what I do. I spend 40 hours to make $166 bring home. And I work 15 hours on the weekend and made $500. I'm like, this is not making no sense. And then I got fired. But I tell you what I did do. When after I left broadcast school, I was telling my daughter this morning, because my nephew was doing my grandson is doing some different things. I went to El Camino College. I took a couple of business classes. Okay. And in those business classes, I learned a lot about business and how people think. And one of the questions the professor asked was, would you rather be an accountant that make $30,000 a year or have a business that made coat hangers making $300,000 a year? And a lot of people said, I'd rather be, you rather have the security of being an accountant making $30,000 a year, working for a man who owned a business making coat hangers and he made $300,000 a year. And a lot of people were very adamant about the security part. Yeah, I'd rather make the $30,000 guaranteed and coat hangers. And it's like, coat hangers? People don't respect certain things. I'm the king of coat hangers. Motherfuckers say what? People don't respect that. So I'm like, dude, I'd rather be the coat hanger dude, okay? And wasn't a lot of people that understood that. And because I got it, the teacher said something, you'll make a good entrepreneur. And I just stuck with it. Shortly after that, I started DJing, and I didn't have any competition, and I started growing so fast, man. It was just amazing for me. And before I knew it, I had my own nightclub. And at 22 years old, you have to learn real fast. You got people to pay, you got rent to pay, you got responsibilities. Plus, I was hit with responsibility at a very young age. 18 years old, I had my daughter was born as I called her my graduation present, because she was born the day before high school. Okay. Fade and West, another 5 on you. Much love.
Man, thank you. He says, I used to have a mixtape back in the day by DJ Battery Brain called Action Pack Rap Attack. I don't know nothing about him. Can you give some info on him? DJ Battery Brain? DJ
Battery Brain was a member of the damn it, he was with DJ Slip, Sound Control Mob. He was a member of Sound Control Mob with DJ Slip and Rockin' Time and those guys. He worked with Unknown a lot on Techno Hop also. And that record might be on Techno Hop, if I ain't mistaken. He was one of Unknown's mixing guys. He was a very good mixer. He just had a different personality. That's why they called him Battery Brain. He had a very unique personality. And he was one of those guys back in those days that didn't understand the game in regards to the royalty, how royalties work. And to tell him that you're selling a record for $4, he only got a quarter or 50 cent coming.
Like, nah, nigga. That don't add up.
It don't add up. For the most part, it don't. But once you understand that of that $4, two of those dollars are fictitious. Okay. When I say fictitious, that's just the bump money that above and beyond the retail price. So you got the manufacturer price, and you got the retail price. It may cost you, back then it cost us maybe $1.50 to make a record, but they sold it for $4. That was the list price. So they would discount it from, if it cost us, if we made it for $1.50 and sold it to the stores for $2.50, we made $1. Okay, we made $1. Still got to pay the pressing plant. Okay, and you made $1 for yourself. If you gave the artist 50 cents, now the store got to the store gonna put some on top of that. If he buying it for $2.50, he might put another $1.50 on it, and depending on how hot the record is, he may not discount it at first, but as it started to slow down, he got some margin. He got a little margin to discount it. So now he can, there's a playing room. But all he saw was my record selling for $4. I'm getting 50 cents, and that's the part that people don't get sometimes. Even with the CD was going for $18, $19. And when they first came out, CD might cost 50 cents to make, but it may, to make an individual CD may only cost 50 cents to $1. But because you had to make the parts to make that CD, that's where the money came in at. Because back in the day, to make a CD, you had to have what they called a glass master, and that was $3,500. That was way more than it was to make a record. So it usually cost, back in the day, it cost you at least $5,000 to make a CD. And that's why the retail price was so high, because people had so much money invested into it. And then after a while, it was like, cool. And then the process changed. You didn't need glass masters no more, but don't tell nobody that shit. Keep the price high. And that's how CDs, 150, we had 152, man.
Damn, dude. I'm loving it. I'm seeing it bounce up. We got up to 154 at one point. I'm watching that. Damn. We cracked the algorithm or something. I don't know if it's because we started like 7 minutes or something. We did something.
You know what it was?
So hopefully this keeps going. What's that?
Next week. We're going to do it.
Yeah, whatever we did. We're going to start at 5:56 next week and see if we just discovered something. I don't know.
So yeah.
Good looking out. We have a couple more questions. You want to get to them, or you what you looking like?
Cool.
What's that?
If you cool, I'm cool.
I'm good. I'm good for about 10, 15 more minutes, man. I mean, 50 at least.